What probably angered northern governors made them insist on retaining presidency in 2023. Shehu Sani, welcome to the news, and please stick around to the end to listen. A former senator and human rights activist, Shehu Sani, has said it is an obligation for the ruling party, the All Progressive Congress APC, to return presidency to the southern part of Nigeria in 2023. The former federal lawmaker also disclosed that the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) may not strictly consider zoning the presidency, as it would be more concerned about taking power from the APC. Sani made the statement in an exclusive interview with Sahara reporters on Sunday, while responding on the lingering feud over the rotation of power between the North and South. According to the rights activists, the controversial issue of southern states banning open grazing, agitating to collect value-added tax (VAT) rather than the Nigerian government, and separatist agitation in the south may be the major factors why northern governors want to disrespect the gentleman's agreement of returning power to the south. Well, first of all, it is important for you to understand that politicians hardly respect gentleman's agreement. That is one. And what could have warranted the decision of the northern governors are a number of issues, which includes the belligerent attitude of the governors from the south on the issue of open grazing and the issue of VAT. These are issues that could have been resolved on the table, but since things have changed with the north not to concede power to the south, another one is separatist agitation. I believe these are the basic things that have changed the narrative, and there is a likelihood, if the situations were normal, they would have agreed with it. But it has reached a stage where daggers are being drawn from both sides, Sani said. Speaking on the two main political parties, he said, situations are different with the two political parties. For the APC, it is honorable for the APC to shift power to the south, but the condition is not the same with the PDP for a number of reasons. Number one is that they are an opposition party. They do not have the leverage and the privilege to say this is where the candidate will come from. 2. There is no viable presidential candidate in the opposition party who is willing to pump all his resources in the quest for the presidency of Nigeria as an opposition party. Atiku Abubakar remains the only viable person from the opposition party for a number of reasons, because he has been contesting for a long time and they do not have the power to decide where the power should come from. So, how would they win the election is first what is paramount to them. But for APC, it is incumbent on them because the president would have spent 8 years by 2023, so it is morally responsible for them to honor it. But in PDP, it is dicey because they are not in power. With a northerner in power and the calamities he brought to Nigeria, and the citizens they want to continue to rule, after making Nigeria a failed country, do they want to set Nigeria ablaze by retaining power in the north? Who do these northerners think they are? Nnamdi Kanu is proven right once again. The moment the southern governors start finding their voices on the issues that matter to their people, their northern masters gets angry. To hell with their anger, presidency must come to the south. They have all the right to keep the presidency, just as we have the right to break away from you. Simple. Who do you think you can bully? We keep what we produce, you keep what you produce. Please, I oblige all these northern governors to retain power and see what will become of the remains of the contraception called Nigeria. We want them to retain power. Let's see if Nigeria will still remain. I do not agree with you for once. So when OPC was in opposition, they could zone presidency to the north, and now PDP suddenly lacks the leverage. I make bold to say that your analogy needs to rethink. Otherwise, you may simply be pushing the narrative that numbers win election in Nigeria, and either through or fictional. The north the north has the numbers if they carry the middle belt along. However, in the present dispensation, it looks rather unlikely. Northern wants to continue ruling or put southern person that can protect their interests like Obasanjo. That is why they like the person of Tinubu, Yaya Bello, Atiku, Jonathan, Osibanjo, Kalu. They know Fashola being president of Nigeria, he will deal with nothing. Nobody wants him. Even many Southerners hate him. He's more focused and never listen to criticism. Nigeria never in history wants good leaders. I vote Yoruba Nation, my last hope. Only the strong can win Nigeria the way things look, and I feel sorry for states which depends on agriculture and commercialization, industrialization. Their business is gone. The North does not have a credible candidate so far. They also have no choice but to allow a Southern candidate, as it is the only meal ticket to sustain Nigeria's unity for a short term. But the question is, who will be their loyal servant? That is their problem. Let us do the election now. Let the election. Oh my God, I don't understand this particular comment. If they get angry, they should rule themselves. What are the intent on being Lord and Master over the South? The South should rule again. Open grazing cost us the presidency. It has often been animals against citizens. Oh my goodness. Angry that Southern governors for the first time got united, right? I do not really support this man because he might be one of the sabotage. Whenever any politician convey any truth about government, never believe it. Something is behind the side. No politician is worthy to be praised. Leave it or take it. Those Northerners have been ruling. Nothing to show for it. Their state is so underdeveloped with insecurity everywhere. The money Abacha stole is what they are still recovering till date. The presidency must come to the South after Buhari would have finished 8 years for the North in 2023 for the purpose of justice and fairness, and for every part of Nigeria to have sense of belonging. The presidents must come to the South in 2023. This is the only way we can keep the country together and make everyone has a sense of belonging to this country. The presidency must rotate between the North and South for many decades to come till democracy is deepened in our society. Presidency or presidents coming from the South will not make any difference. The best president we all know today is Yar'Adua of blessed memory. Tackling the problem from the head is key.